Primary open-angle glaucoma. It is referred as chronic simple glaucoma and generally bilateral, but patient is asymmetrical disease characterized by an adult onset raised intraocular pressure greater than 21 millimeter of mercury, optic disc cupping, increased disc to cup ratio, and visual field defect uh, is found in the patient in primary open-angle glaucoma. Now, as we discussed in previous videos, that normal flow of aqueous humor is from ciliary body. Aqueous humor is produced, and from posterior ciliary body it comes into posterior chamber, and from posterior chamber through iris, aqueous humor comes into anterior chamber, and through anterior chamber it is drained through uh, canal of Schellham and episcleral veins, ophthalmic vein, and then finally into cavernous sinus. But when there is obstruction of flow of aqueous humor occurs, causes increased or elevated intraocular pressure and development of glaucoma. Risk factors or predisposing factors to develop primary open-angle glaucoma are elevated intraocular pressure greater than 21 millimeter of mercury, age, most cases greater than 40 years, unusual less than 40 years we can see, but usually greater than 40 years of patients develop primary open angle glaucoma. Looking at the race, black people are more prone to develop primary open angle glaucoma. Family history and inheritance shows sibling are greater than offspring. Diabetic patients are more prone to develop primary open angle glaucoma, and the reduction in perfusion pressure or blood pressure is low causes elevated intraocular pressure. Myopia. Myopic patients are more prone to develop primary open-angle glaucoma. Retinal diseases like central retinal vein occlusion, retinal detachment, and retinitis pigmentosa patients develop primary open-angle glaucoma. In thyroid disorder patients, there is also development of open-angle glaucoma, primary open-angle glaucoma. And cigarette smokers are also at risk. Steroid usage patients, tropical steroid usage patients are also prone to develop primary open-angle glaucoma. Pathogenesis is rise in intraocular pressure. As I have drawn here, the aqueous humor is produced from ciliary body into and comes into posterior chamber and then into anterior chamber. Through anterior chamber it is drained into the canal of Schellham and then finally into episcleral vein, trabecular meshwork, etc. But when there is a obstruction through flow causes elevated intraocular pressure, then glaucoma develops. Rise in intraocular pressure due to decrease in aqueous outflow. There is reduction in aqueous outflow. Facility occurs due to failure of aqueous outflow pump mechanism. Means the pathogenesis of primary open angle glaucoma is thickening and sclerosis of trabecular meshwork and narrowing of intratrabecular spaces or deposition of amorphous material. Means blockage of canal, blockage of drainage mechanism causes elevated intraocular pressure. There is collapse of Schellham canal and absence of giant vacuoles in cells lining causes open angle glaucoma, primary open angle glaucoma, raised intraocular pressure. So the clinical features: patient have the symptoms of insidious and asymptomatic disease. Patient will complain their gradual painless loss of vision. He will complain that I have loss of vision, decreased vision, but I am also not feeling any type of pain. He will have mild headache or eye ache, visual field defect will be found, and frequent change in presbyopic glasses will be found in the patient. There will be delayed dark adaptation. Patient will complain that when I am coming from the sunlight into dark room, then I have more time. It takes more time to adapt in dark room. There will be delayed dark adaptation. There will be significant loss of vision, and blindness is the end result of glaucoma. Signs: patient will show the signs of the glaucomatic patient will be the anterior segment shows corneal haze, there will be sluggish pupil, and intraocular pressure